In the heart of Chicago, the air was electric with anticipation as the NFL season kickoff approached. Soldier Field, home to the city's beloved football team, was about to host a game that would mark the beginning of the 2024 season. Among the sea of enthusiastic fans was Emma Thompson, a young woman with a passion for football. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she clutched her ticket and navigated through the crowd, eager to find her seat. Emma had always been a sports enthusiast, but her love for football was something that truly set her apart. She had spent countless hours watching games, analyzing plays, and collecting memorabilia. Tonight, she was determined to soak in every moment of the kickoff game and perhaps meet others who shared her fervor. Meanwhile, Jake Sullivan was making his way through the throngs of fans, his excitement palpable. A Chicago native and lifelong football fan, Jake had been counting down the days to this game. With his jersey proudly displaying the team's colors and a sense of camaraderie that came from years of supporting his favorite team, Jake was ready for the season to begin. As fate would have it, Emma and Jake's paths crossed in the most unexpected way. Emma, maneuvering through the crowd to get a better view, accidentally bumped into Jake, spilling her drink all over his jersey. Mortified, she stammered an apology. Jake, looking down at his now drenched jersey, couldn't help but laugh. "Looks like I'm the victim of an accidental soda attack," he said with a grin. Emma, blushing, offered to buy him a new drink. Jake, charmed by her genuine demeanor, accepted. They struck up a conversation as they made their way to the nearest concession stand. What began as a lighthearted exchange soon turned into a deep and engaging discussion about their favorite teams, memorable games, and the joy of being a football fan. As the evening unfolded, Emma and Jake found themselves engrossed in conversation, losing track of time and the game. They laughed, shared personal stories, and felt an undeniable connection. By the end of the night, as the stadium lights dimmed and the crowd began to disperse, Emma and Jake exchanged numbers, both eager to continue their newfound friendship. The weeks that followed were a whirlwind of dates and shared experiences. Emma and Jake's connection deepened as they spent more time together. They attended games, explored the city, and enjoyed quiet dinners where they discussed everything from their dreams to their fears. Their first date had been a charming evening at a local sports bar, where they cheered on their team and celebrated each touchdown. As the season progressed, their dates became more personal, reflecting their growing bond. Jake would surprise Emma with tickets to games she didn't expect, and Emma would cook Jake's favorite meals, turning their apartment into a cozy haven. Their romance was passionate and full of life. They spent weekends exploring Chicago's landmarks, taking long walks along the lakefront, and enjoying the vibrant nightlife. Their conversations were rich and meaningful, and their physical chemistry was undeniable. Their relationship was a blend of excitement and comfort, with each day bringing them closer. Despite their deep connection, they faced challenges. Emma was driven and career-focused, working long hours to build her career in marketing. Jake, on the other hand, had a more relaxed approach to life, working in a job he enjoyed but didn't find particularly demanding. Their differing lifestyles sometimes led to misunderstandings and arguments, but their love for each other always prevailed. They learned to navigate their differences and support each other's goals, strengthening their bond. As their relationship matured, so did their commitment to each other. Jake knew that Emma was the one he wanted to spend his life with. He began planning a proposal that would be as memorable as their first meeting. After much deliberation, he decided on a surprise proposal at a rooftop restaurant overlooking the city that had witnessed their love story unfold. The night of the proposal was magical. The restaurant was beautifully decorated, and the view of Chicago's skyline was breathtaking. As they enjoyed a romantic dinner, Jake could barely contain his excitement. After dessert, he took Emma's hand and led her to a secluded part of the rooftop, where candles and flowers had been arranged in a stunning display. With the city lights twinkling in the background, Jake got down on one knee and pulled out a ring. Emma's eyes filled with tears as he spoke from the heart. "Emma, from the moment we met, I knew there was something special between us. You've made my life brighter in ways I never imagined. Will you marry me?" Emma, overwhelmed with emotion, said yes. The couple embraced, and the night was filled with joy and celebration. Their engagement marked a new chapter in their lives, and they eagerly began planning their future together. Emma and Jake's wedding was a grand affair, a celebration of their love surrounded by family and friends. The ceremony was held at a picturesque chapel, followed by a reception at a beautiful venue. The day was filled with laughter, love, and a sense of accomplishment. As they danced their first dance as a married couple, they felt like they were on top of the world. The early years of their marriage were filled with happiness and adventure. They traveled to exotic destinations, made memories with loved ones, and continued to build their life together. They bought a charming house in a quiet neighborhood and began to envision their future as a family. However, the honeymoon phase didn't last forever. As they settled into their routine, they faced the challenges of balancing their careers, maintaining their relationship, and managing the pressures of married life. Emma's demanding job and Jake's more relaxed attitude sometimes led to friction. Despite their efforts to communicate and understand each other's perspectives, there were moments of tension. As time went on, cracks began to appear in their seemingly perfect life. Emma noticed that Jake had become increasingly secretive. He would often take calls that he wouldn't discuss, and there were unexplained absences. When confronted, Jake would dismiss her concerns, insisting that everything was fine. Emma's unease grew, and her attempts to understand what was happening only seemed to push Jake further away. She tried to focus on her work and maintain a sense of normalcy, but the strain on their relationship was evident. Their home, once a sanctuary, became a place of growing tension. The situation escalated when Emma received an anonymous letter. The letter hinted at dangerous dealings involving Jake and implied that he was in over his head. Emma confronted Jake, who became defensive and angry. He dismissed the letter as a prank, but Emma couldn't shake the feeling that something was seriously wrong. Despite the tension, Emma and Jake continued to live their lives, trying to maintain a facade of normalcy. But the underlying issues persisted, and Emma couldn't ignore the growing sense of dread that hung over their relationship. One fateful evening, after a particularly intense argument, Jake disappeared. Emma was frantic, searching their home and contacting friends and family. The police were notified, and a search began, but there were no leads or clues. Emma was left to grapple with the possibility that something terrible had happened to the man she loved. Days turned into weeks, and the search continued with no success. Emma's anxiety and despair grew as she faced the reality that Jake might never return. The media coverage and public interest added to her stress, and the once vibrant city seemed to close in on her. Then, the unthinkable happened. Jake's body was discovered in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The news hit Emma like a ton of bricks. The police investigation revealed that Jake had been brutally murdered, and the case quickly became a high-profile investigation. The investigation into Jake's murder uncovered a web of deceit and betrayal. It was revealed that Jake had been involved in shady dealings, including illegal gambling and financial fraud. His involvement had put him in the crosshairs of dangerous individuals, leading to his tragic demise. Emma was devastated by these revelations. She had known Jake as a loving husband and a man of charm and charisma, but she had been unaware of the darker aspects of his life. The discovery that his secretive behavior and unexplained absences were linked to criminal activities was a crushing blow. Emma was forced to confront the reality that their seemingly perfect life had been marred by danger and dishonesty. The investigation also brought to light that Jake had been threatened multiple times before his murder. Anonymous notes, unexplained phone calls, and even suspicious meetings had been part of his life. Despite the dangers, Jake had kept these threats from Emma, trying to shield her from the grim reality of his situation. As the police pieced together the clues, they identified suspects who were connected to Jake's criminal activities. The case took several dramatic turns, with arrests and interrogations revealing a network of corruption and violence. Emma was thrust into the public eye, her personal tragedy becoming a media sensation. She was portrayed as both a victim and a symbol of the collateral damage caused by Jake's criminal choices. In the wake of Jake's death, Emma struggled to find a sense of normalcy. She had lost not only her husband, but also the life she had envisioned. The financial strain, the emotional toll, and the constant media scrutiny made it difficult for her to process her grief and move forward. Emma decided to take a break from the public eye and retreat to a small, peaceful town where she could find solace. The quiet life provided her with the space to reflect on her experiences and heal. She began to rebuild her life, focusing on personal growth and self discovery. Emma started working on a book about her experiences, aiming to shed light on the complexities of love, trust, and the shadows that can lurk behind a seemingly perfect life. Throughout her journey, Emma encountered supportive friends and mentors who helped her navigate her new reality. She slowly began to trust again and found solace in her writing. The process was cathartic, allowing her to come to terms with the loss and the impact of Jake's choices on her life. Years after Jake's death, Emma had managed to rebuild her life. She had found a new sense of purpose and direction, using her experiences to help others who had faced similar challenges. Her book, which detailed her journey from love to loss, was well received and helped many find hope and resilience in their own struggles. Emma's story became a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the ability to overcome even the most harrowing experiences. She found fulfillment in helping others navigate their own paths and was able to make peace with her past. Though the shadows of Jake's actions had cast a long and dark shadow over her life, Emma emerged stronger and more self-aware. She learned that love, while beautiful, can also be complex and fraught with unexpected challenges. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming interesting videos and share with friends and family. Your support helps us create more engaging content.